everybody, this is installment 4 of How to Tame Your Dragon. We're doing the pay log today. It's Lindsay Sparks here and
James Thompson.
James. Alright, so we're going to talk about the pay log here. Similar to the lead tracker, we have two different versions, lender and realtor. So there are very small little differences between the two. So I'm mainly going to work off the lender pay log here, and then we'll tell you what you're going to do if you're a realtor, if there is a difference. Okay?
Sounds good.
Cool. Alright, so pay log. You're going to start a fresh new pay log at the beginning of every month. So since we're in September here, you should be looking at your September pay log. And what you're going to do is put everything that is supposed to close for the month of September on your pay log. You're going to go ahead and put the date it's supposed to close, the client's name, and here's where we get a little different. If you're a realtor, you're going to put the gross commission for this deal. You're going to put the net to you. So the gross that comes in and the net is your split after your split with your broker. And then the sales price and the source of business. Lenders, you're going to put the commission that you're making on this deal and the mortgage amount and the source of business. So for both of you, the source of business, you're going to use the same acronyms that you did on the lead tracker. So again, if you need to see those, you go to the blue tab for lead tracker and you can see what each acronym stands for. If you need some more instruction on the pay log, of course, you can go to the blue tab that says pay log. It says write down the date of every closing. Realtors, your gross is the sales price times commission. Net is the gross minus the split, minus your buyer agent, minus your referral fees. Woo! Lenders, your commission is the mortgage amount times your basis points. And then you fill out the bottom for results and coaching. So there's your quick instructions there. When you get to the source of the business, like I said, you're going to put that acronym down. You also want to put the person's name. So when you go back, and you want to look at your whole year of pay logs, you can see where did all your business come from. And if you just wrote realtor, you wouldn't know which realtor gave you that deal that closed. So you want to put the realtor's name. Same thing, if you had a past client refer you a deal, realtors, you want to put the name of that past client so that you know who you can thank and go back and who you can put on your top 50 list of your favorite past clients. You're going to want to look at those people who referred you those deals that closed. So that's the top. Super easy. Everything that's supposed to close for the month goes on here. So the biggest confusion with the pay log is that people think that they shouldn't put it on here until it closes. So that's what you'll do. So let's say you have something that you know is going to close in October. Just flip to your August or your October pay log and write it in there when you know it's going to close. Let's say someone's building a house, realtors, so you know that that's not going to be done and built until November. So you're going to flip the next page to your November pay log and put the close date and all of the information on there. Now, sometimes, yeah, you have fall through or something doesn't close in September that was supposed to. Draw a line through it, put it on October. So you want to use your Blue Bee so that you can keep a running tab of all of your pay logs in here and you always know what's going to close and the date. So that's the top. We good on the top?
Sounds like
Any
good
questions?
on the top. I think
good on the top. Okay, awesome. So then on the bottom part, you're just totaling everything out. So this is the same thing that I said for the lead tracker. When it's time for your coaching call, it's not going to be the end of the month yet. So what you want to do is take this out of your Blue Bees, make a copy of it, put the original back in, and then you will take your copy and fill out the bottom portion. So this way, if you have fall through, something happens, you're going to keep your original copy in here and total it out for what actually happened at the end of the month. But for the purposes of your coaching call, we always want to coach you on the most current information we have. So that's why you don't turn in your August pay log and lead tracker. We want your September in the month of September. We want to talk about what's going on right now. So you're going to total it out. You're going to have your total closings, add up all the names. You're going to have your total commission, add it up, total mortgage amounts. And then right here it says commission split. That's just where we want you to put your basis points. What do you guys make? Put it there. Realtors, same thing. Total closings for the month. Total gross, total net, total sales price. And then we want to know total gross plus total sales divided by, total gross divided by your total sales equals the percent that you charge that month.
Easy for you to say.
Right. So they say. All right, so then you're going to total everything out. It's asking for how many units closed this month. What's your average commission per unit? Your total volume year to date. Units closed year to date. Average commission year to date. All this stuff, easy peasy. Just do your math and fill out the bottom. The last part here that people struggle with is the average team expenses. You're just going to look at your Section 1 realtors off of your P&L What's your average total of Section 1 there? That's your average team expense. Lenders, most of the time, it's just going to be wages that you have to pay for your team. So what are the average team expense that you have? You're going to need that for this formula. And then you're going to find out your projected year-end income. That's all you got to do there is take your net commission year to date. Does not say that in the formula, so that's important. Net commission year to date divided by the number of months minus average team expense multiplied by 12. That's going to give you your projected year-end income. That way your coach can look at this and say, awesome, you're on target to hit your goals, James, for this month, or nope, we're not on target. We need to boost up the sales for the rest of this year.
Now, Lindsay, I have a question.
Yeah.
In the net commission year to date, a question I often get in the concierge department is, what month does this start in? Does this start in December? Does this start in January? Where do we calculate our year to date from as our commission as a lender?
Excellent question, James. So it's a little bit different for lenders and realtors. For lenders, we start in December. We start our fiscal year only for the pay log in December. All the other forms start in January. They just go regular, January to December. Okay. The pay log for lenders starts in December and goes through November. And the reason for that is because for most of you, I know this doesn't happen for all of you, but just because it happens for most of you, this is how we do it. You're going to get paid in January for the commissions that are on your pay log in December. So we want your year-to-date projected income to be a good number of what you're going to actually have in paychecks for the year. So that's why we start in December. So great question, because when you're plugging in this formula, you're going to do your net commission year-to-date divided by number of months. Okay, so this is your September pay log, which means 10 months, because you're adding in December. So divided by 10 minus your average team expense times 12 gives you your projected year-end income. Realtors, you have it easy. You just do January, see, there I go again, January through December for all of your year-to-date numbers. So when you do this formula on your September pay log, you're going to take net commission year-to-date divided by 9 minus average team expense times 12 to get your projected year-end income. Great question. Do you have any other questions about the pay log that come up?
No, I think you did a great job.
Okay, awesome. Well, if you do have questions that come up, you can always call us, and like we said, we'll set you up with a coach. We might be able to answer the question for you ourselves, but we try to just keep all the forms simple, keep you tracking everything for your business so you know what's coming in, what's coming out, and we know what areas you need to focus on. So that's it. Call your core concierge with questions, and have a great day.